Welcome back to the Allgoods. Vietnam through the eyes of love. It's October 23rd, 1971. My dad is in Vietnam, still counting down the days until he can hold my mom again. My mom is in San Antonio, 7 months pregnant with me, surrounded by the comfort of her friends, and, as usual, a swirl of conversation and kindness. Her friend Judy Morris from Miami just called. Judy and her partner, also named Dick, are having problems again. It's not the first time. My mom has known Judy for years. She stayed with her and Dick that summer in Miami, back in July, and even then, she didn't understand why they weren't married. She'd written then that not many people love the way she and my dad do. And this is where I think of that song, Ordinary, by Alex Warren. The one that says, "The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something out of the ordinary." That's what these letters feel like to me. My parents' love was anything but ordinary. And my dad's letter that day shows in such a quiet, grounded way, through money, care, and tenderness. He wanted my mom to have what she needed and to feel beautiful, but he was still managing the budget from half a world away. He tells her, "By all means, go ahead and buy the dresses you like and need. I just don't want you to spend $100 right before I come home." $100 then would be about $765 today. Even through the war, even from Vietnam, he was still taking care of her, making sure she felt provided for, without ever taking away her independence. Here's the first letter, written from my father to my mother, exactly as he wrote it. "My dearest Sarah, I love you so much. You are my precious darling and lover. I got 3 letters today. How about that? The one with the pictures are great. I wish you were in some, but I understand. You are just such a good photographer. Ha! Baby, I love you so much. You are my precious darling and wife, but you know all of that." Today was somewhat different. I got up at 6 a.m. It was still dark, had breakfast, and then I flew Ken to Saigon. I flew back, and then to the hooch. I relaxed a while, then I had to go to the detachment. I wanted to go to Long Bin, but I don't like to go alone, and no one wanted to go with me. So I just forgot it. Ken and I will go on Monday. Had lunch at the club, then went to the movie. Ken came back from Saigon about 4 p.m., and we had a beer and shot the shit. Then to the club for supper, and then back to the hooch. The guys were playing blackjack. I got out $1, and 3 hours later, I had $10. How about that? I'm now in bed writing my lover a love letter. I love you so much. It is really amazing how much I love and miss you. You command all of my thoughts and actions each day. By all means, go ahead and buy the dresses you like and need. I didn't mean to scare you about the money matter. I just did not want you to go out and spend $100 or so right before I come home. Okay, sweetheart? I like the dress clipping you sent me. It looks pretty. But you are the pretty one. All my love has to do is wear clothes, and then they look good. I will write the folks and tell them that a couple days at Thanksgiving is just fine. I don't want to be ugly to them, but I just can't share you more than a few hours a day, and then no more than 2 days. I will also write your folks. I love you, buddy, baby. You are my little chickadee. I love you with all of my heart. I am horny, and that's all I can say. You just better watch out when I get home. You sure are going to get some loving. Sleep warm, my love, and dream of your hubby. Say words of love to our little one. Love, Dick. It's amazing how their letters fit together, written on the same day, yet answering each other in all the ways that mattered. My dad is in his hooch, winding down after flying to Saigon, thinking about my mom's dresses and their budget, the practical side of love. And my mom's in San Antonio, surrounded by friends and laughter, finding her own ways to fill the quiet. You can feel the balance between them. His letter is steady, protective, all about keeping her secure. And hers is full of movement, friends, cooking, music, but underneath it all has that same longing for him. They had some kind of a extraordinary love. Here's my mom's letter to my dad, exactly as she wrote it, October 23rd, 1971. My precious, I love you so very much. You dominate, which makes me happy, my thoughts 24 hours per day. I'm so happy we really love and are happy with each other. My day started. Judy Morris called to ask if she could come and stay with me for a while. She and Dick were separated, but yet friends. You know I said yes. Was it Jan or Joy had asked me, I couldn't say no. Well, to make a long story short, and after 4 phone calls from her, she and Dick are going to try again. I'm happy because I like them both. They've had problems from the first, but she says above all, they both love the other. I certainly hope everything works out. One thing I say, thanks to the dear Lord, I love and happen to be very happy, as I think you feel the same. Well, of course I couldn't go seepy afterwards. Jan called, and she wanted me to come down for breakfast. I wasn't in the mood to cook myself, so I went down. Then I came home, got dressed, and went to the little grocery store on base to pick up a few odds and ends. I came home, and I chatted with Steve and Melinda, and Myra and Joy came over. I was cleaning because at this time I thought Judy was coming. Anyway, you won't believe our friends and neighbors. The first thing I know, Jan is making the bed. Get this, Steve was doing the vacuum. Jean and Melinda were cleaning the windows. Myra mopped and waxed the kitchen and did the bathroom little odds and ends. Took about 30 minutes, and the whole apartment was spick and span. Everyone just blows my mind. I forgot to mention when I got back from the store, I made lasagna sauce so we could have dinner here. Well, in the middle of all this, you won't believe who called. Bob Borders. He chit-chatted and wanted to come over. He's at Brooks for some kind of physical. He says he's trying to get out of the Air Force. He says Smith is driving him crazy. He has severe headaches and loses his vision. Zima is in Korea. They have a new major and 2 new captains. 1 academy graduate. Smith really likes the Air Force good. Anyway, Joy went to Brooks to pick him up. Jan, Joy, Steve, Melinda, Bob and I had lasagna. You should have seen his face when he saw your pregnant wife. He was so surprised. Another funny thing, the first time he came over to our apartment in Vegas was the night I made that horrible lasagna and he got sick. Remember? After dinner tonight, we all walked over to the hub. They had a very good folk singer tonight. Bob acted kinda weird. He couldn't make up his mind between Joy and Jan. Then Joy had to go to work, so he talked to Jan for a while, and then he didn't talk to anyone. When we left the hub, I told Bob to take our car back so he wouldn't have to drive back tomorrow and pick him up. We asked him over for brunch. Anyway, it has been quite the day. Why don't you write Smith and tell him we're going to be parents and get Zima's address? I suppose I could write Mary Lou. Borders said after you left Smith, he mentioned your name at every other day. We both know he really did like you. But how could anyone not like my hubby? Oh, Bob is going with a school teacher and plans to marry her. Baby, I'll make you some lasagna when you come home. Seems like every time I make it, it gets better. I can't wait. Every day I cross the days down and count and recount to see if I can't make the 18th get here faster. Whittle Chickie, the mail will probably be fucked up again because of the holiday. You know I'm writing. I just can't carry them, damn it, to you. I love you so very much, darling. I keep telling myself to keep my chin up with smiles, and you'll be home to love and protect me. Some days I just like to be held and feel you next to me. Then, of course, others, I want you next to me so we can make mad, passionate love. One thing, I want you next to me every day, regardless of the feeling or reasons. Sweetheart, love me as I love you. You're my precious little chickadee. I love you forever and always, Sarah. I love that these two letters landed on the same day, so perfectly enmeshed with some of the same language. My dad, he's in Vietnam counting dollars and days. And my mom is in San Antonio making lasagna and holding the house together with friends who clean her kitchen and wax her floors. Their lives couldn't be more different. But their hearts, they are perfectly aligned. When my dad tells her not to spend $100, it's not about control. It's about care, about making sure she feels secure and loved, even from across the world. And when my mom writes that she's thankful for their love, you can feel that she knows just how rare it is, how extraordinary their ordinary really was. That's the heartbeat of the Allgoods, the love that doesn't fade with distance, that keeps showing up in the details, in dresses, budgets, and lasagna. If you're enjoying the journey, please follow and share the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. And you can support the project and help keep these letters alive at buymeacoffee.com/the Allgoods love. Until next time, see you, friends.